before you interrupt. It's only going to take me a couple minutes to tell the story. Okay, so the Israelites were the chosen people of God. God led them out of captivity in Egypt, okay? But then, instead of being grateful that God got them out, you know, they started complaining of their situation. All right? And they started worshiping other gods and all that. But remember, they were the chosen people of God. Okay? So anyway, long story short, the Israelites, I guess, in modern time, I guess you would call them the Jews. You know? So the Jews were the chosen people of God. But over the years, they have abandoned God. They have no, the Jews that are now in Israel, they don't believe, unless they're Messianic Jews, they don't believe in Christ, right? And the scripture says that the only way to be saved is by believing in Christ, and that he had died and was resurrected, right? So, in the scripture, it says that the Gentile, which is everybody else, is not a Jew. Remember, the Jews are the chosen. So the Gentiles, they're not the Jews, but are believers here, that they will be grafted into the family. Okay? So, I don't know if you know anything about grafting. You know what grafting is?
Yeah.
Well, so you get the original stalk of the tree, and you get a branch from another tree, and you put it together, and then it grows in the same tree. Well, God is saying, we were the outsider, the Gentiles. Well, I'm actually on both sides. I'm a Gentile, and I'm also descendant from a Jew. So, but I consider myself a Gentile, so that we will be grafted into the family, even though they were the chosen. So they were the original family, and that God has put us into the family. And I was always thinking, I've always thought of that. And I guess, what does that have to do? Well, the fact that I didn't raise really my kids. The mother of my kids have raised my kids. I didn't raise any of them. Okay, the one that stayed the longest in my house was you, which was 8 years, right? I think that's about the time when we broke up. You were about 8 years old. Everybody else has been less than that. I think Rachel was about 5, and then the two older girls were about 2. So you gotta understand, I did not live in the houses with a lot of these people like you. It's already gone more than half your life. You've been living away from me almost 10 years. You know, you've been living not under my house. And Rach, same thing. You know, Rach is more than 2/3 of her life has been out from under my roof. So
what does this have to do with, like, Rachel not saying thank you for the package? You went on this big rant, but I'm so confused. What does that have to do with Rachel not saying thank you?
Let me finish the story. One story first. You asked me, what does it have to do with this biblical story? Well, I'm sure you can probably figure it out if you have common sense. That God has brought in the Gentiles into the family and has grafted it, and now we're part of his chosen. We are his new chosen people. Okay? And that's what I believe, and I'm sure a lot of believers believe that. So what I'm saying is, since I haven't raised any of my kids, really, and my kids will get mad at me for whatever reason, but yet their mothers may curse at them, all kinds of bad words, and yell at them on a consistent basis, and they still talk to them. Okay? Now, I probably curse to like you, once or twice, maybe, right? Once or twice, and I guarantee you that your mom has cussed at you way more than I have. But when you get angry at me, you don't talk to me. You know, last time you went like 2-3 months without talking to me.
Well, to be fair, that was because, like, extra stuff. No. That's not just cussing.
No, but that was That wasn't even, you asked me a question. I gave you an answer, and I didn't give you a disrespectful answer. If you think about it, and you really use wisdom, when you're thinking about what I said to you, I said, you got mad at me because you asked me about Mary, right? You think, what do you think about Mary? I said to you, I don't think she's the one for you. You went off on that, okay? That's what you got mad about. All right?
You said a whole lot extra stuff. You're censoring yourself there.
What did I say?
You started talking about other stuff. You started talking about how it's not biblical to be dating unless you're thinking about marriage. You started going on and on and on, talking about other stuff.
Anyway, what does that have to do with being angry at your dad?
You're the one that went off about it. No one asked for that big rant.
No, I can't have an opinion. My opinions have to match your opinions? That's not the way it is.
No, I never said that. I never said that at all. I'm just saying that everyone that talks will have consequences.
You know, the crazy thing in this family, when I mean by this family, I'm talking about my kids. This is the only family I know that the kids are trying to mold the dad instead of the dad trying to mold the kids. The kids want the dad to think like them, and I'm not going to think like them because they're thinking unbiblically. You know, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to eliminate all the stuff. It's like cleaning your house. When you clean your house, you don't twitch your nose and the whole house is clean. You clean it little by little. You start in the bedroom, you go to the bathroom, you go to the other bedroom, you do the hallway, you do the living room, you go to the dining room, you do the kitchen. Little by little, you clean the house. And that's what I'm trying to do, is clean the house. The house is my mind, my body, my soul. So little by little, I'm trying to clean the house, you know? And I wish I could clean it overnight, but I think in order to clean it overnight, I would probably have to really go out to the country. And I was thinking about that. There was somebody that was hiring, but I can't do it right now. Somebody was hiring to work on an organic farm in Hawaii. You don't have to pay no bills. All you do is help them out on the farm. So it's almost like a slave because you're working on the farm to live for free. But that's just to get away from things, you know? So I thought of something like that, but I can't do it just yet, you know? And, but anyway, that's what I'm saying is I feel like I can't have my own opinion here, you know? And there you go.
Anyone can have their own opinion, but depending on if they get ridiculed or not for it, that's what happens. People get ridiculed for their opinions all the time.
I get ridiculed left and right.
Then it's just a bad opinion.
That is not a bad opinion. It's a righteous opinion. If God says not to fornicate and not to commit adultery, well, and I say, okay, I agree because God says not to, you know what? God knows more than I do. And believe me, as much as I don't want to go on some of the things that I would think that it would be easier my way, I think God got it right. It's like the maker of these cars. The maker of Toyota makes a book, and the book is an owner's manual of this car. It'll tell you how to keep the car running perfectly and how to, basically do regular maintenance on it and things like that. Well, that's what God does. He gives you the Bible, and he says, look, you go by this. You can have all the sex you want, but just do it in marriage. Ain't you? You can go out and be a millionaire, but don't forget about me. And don't forget about helping others. I'm talking about God. I'm not talking about me personally. So that's what I'm saying. Is God has certain rules, and you just gotta go by what he says.
Yeah, but you go on this long rant, but you still haven't explained how this pertains to Rachel. Not saying thank you for the package.
Oh, because it's common courtesy. Okay, I'll give you an example. There's a scripture where there was 10 leopards. It was leprosy was a disease that was rampant back in those days, where the people's fingers would be coming off.
What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
And I guess their feet and I guess they believe it was contagious, so they would actually put those people in certain areas, you know, and a lot of people didn't want them to touch them or stuff like that. Well, then I guess Christ comes, and long story short, Christ cures them all, right? Christ cures them all, and they left, and only one person turned back and thanked God, and thanked Christ for what he did. And Christ says, where's the other nine? And they had left, and only one person. So obviously, he's saying that you should be thankful. You know what I'm saying to you? So what I'm saying is I even go to the store and I buy stuff.
Dad, you're breaking up.
I can go to the gate and put gas in. You know?
Dad, you're breaking up. Dad. Hello? And he hung up. Oh my god. He's gonna call back. And I'm gonna be laughing. Oh, bye, hon. Hon, bye. Come back. I gotta call him back now. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, let's see if we can get a second call. See how long this. Yeah, you were breaking up.
Hey, I was just giving you an example. I go to the store and I say thank you to those people, and if anybody should be saying thank you, it's them. They should be telling me thank you for me using their business. You know, because I use their business. I could go to other places.
Why do you say thank you when you're getting something at the gas station?
What?
Why would you say thank you to someone at the gas station?
That's the way I roll.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That's the way I roll. It does make sense.
Wait, where does the whole rant fit into this? You went on the big rant, but then you said, like, in a few words, it's common courtesy to explain Rachel's thing. I'm still confused how the rant goes to Rachel's thing.
What? No, Rachel's thing has something different than from your story. All I'm saying is that Rachel hasn't called. That's what I said. There's no rant. Rachel hasn't called.
There's no
rant. Why?
It was just a rant you just did.
Listen, are you gonna let me talk? Or you ask me a question, you gonna let me answer, or just?
I just let you talk.
Okay, well, you wanna answer? Go ahead, you answer. You answer yourself then.
I'm asking you, what's your answer? I mean, come on.
What's the question? I thought I've answered all your questions.
You haven't. Like, you still haven't answered how the rant pertains to Rachel's thing. You just literally explained it's common courtesy, but the rant doesn't make any sense.
The rant was about you.
What does it have to do with me? How did I get into this?
The rant was about you because you get angry and then you don't talk to me. You don't talk to me.
You're breaking up. Again. Seriously, where the fuck are you? You're breaking up. I know you're talking shit about me now, but I can't hear it. The phone's not allowing it. Apparently. You hung up? Okay. Nice talk.
What?
You know.
You liked it, so people can see what just happened.
Yep, and you know what? They're gonna see more, because I'm going to call him again. We're gonna enjoy more of this crazy shit that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Gonna quit hanging out?
Are you gonna quit going into, like, dead zones?
What's so funny about that?
I'm not laughing. I'm telling you, you're gonna stop going into dead zones, because I can't hear you. I'm not gonna say on the phone if your voice goes chit-chop, chit-chop, chit-chop.
Why not?
Would you?
You don't know when it's gonna get better.
Well, it got better now, didn't it?
Because I said so.
Okay, yeah, you control phone signal. Okay, you were saying?
About what?
About the rant. You were talking about the rant, trying to explain it, because it didn't make any sense.
No, the rant was about you, I already told you.
What does it have to do with me? How did I come into this? We talk about Rachel, then I'm involved?
Yeah.
How?
I said, because you probably told Rachel something, she got mad.
No, I didn't tell Rachel anything.
And what doesn't Rachel call?
What the heck am I don't know, I'm not her. I don't have her brain. I just...
Yeah, but your room is right next to hers.
Yes, but I don't share a brain with her, because I live in the same house.
You don't?
No, I don't. That's like saying you shared the same brain with Cindy when you lived at her place.
I had to.
Well,
I had to because she was going into my room and wanting a hug at night and all that stuff. Yeah. So anyway, how's your college search going? Didn't do nothing.
I've done my search.
So what college you gonna go to?
It's a search. You have to apply for them. It's not just, oh, I want that one, and you know what? I want that one, and I'm only going to that one. No. You have to apply. They have to accept or decline, and then you make your decision after you have like 5 or 6 choices. Or
you know what?
3.
I picked up a girl today, beautiful girl. She's 22 years old. And I picked her up and we were talking and I said, I find it kind of that she's young and she's doing, she's working. And I said, so what are you going to do? Like, I was telling her, like, what are you going to do? Is this what you're going to do? She goes,
Yeah, are you going to ride an Uber? Is that what you're going to do?
I was working too much and she had 2 jobs and going to college. So she just wanted to take a break, but she said she's going to go to college again for business. And I had mentioned that we did a tour of what the heck's that school called? Wholesale. And she thought, and everybody that knows about it, when I tell them about Wholesale, they all think Wholesale is a cool school. Yeah? They all say it's and this is the first girl that said it's a cool school, but that it is expensive. That's the only one that said that. Everybody else, you know what other people have told me? And when I say, oh, but it's an expensive school, they say, well, you're making an investment in yourself. That's what they tell me. So, but anyway, you still got to decide.
Yeah, and I would never choose a dorm anyways. Ever. Like, I would never choose a dorm, because then they might be like, oh, our school has tons of homosexuals here. Let us put you in a room with a homosexual or 2. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not about that. Imagine if you... Huh?
I didn't know there was problems with that.
There's problems with that? I'm not gonna share a room with a homosexual and be like, oh yeah, let's sleep in the same room, even though you like dick, let's share a room.
Why can't you just say penis?
Penis, dick, they're all the same thing. What do you want me to say? Cock necks? They're all the same word.
That's disgusting.
Yes, it is disgusting. I don't understand how dudes like it.
I don't know why anybody would have repeated it in 3 different ways.
I mean, there's like a whole bunch of words to explain that one.
I don't need to know the rest. Yeah? Enough is enough.
You sure about that?
I
You live in a...
What I see when I use the restroom and take a shower is enough for me. I don't have to see anymore. I don't have to hear about it anymore. I don't. For all I know, mine is the only one.
Are you sure? Cause we could try to find you a dude that'll treat you nice and all that. You sure you don't want one?
I'm positive. I'd rather be single than have to mingle with thingamajig.
What?
I call it a thingamajig.
What's wrong with a thingamajig?
That goes for females only. The guys are supposed to. The guys are the piece of the puzzle for the girls. That's it. Here. That's it.
Well, apparently dudes think they're the piece of the puzzle to other dudes. So I mean, why can't it work for you?
Because I don't like that. I don't like that. And do you know, doing it in the back is called sodomy. Well, God destroyed the city of Sodom because of that. You know? And what a coincidence. It sounds like sodomy. It sounds like that's where they got the word sodomy from Sodom. You know? What a coincidence. Homosexuals, they like to do it in the poop box. Yeah? Yeah. They like the I can only imagine how that's disgusting. That's nasty. I can imagine what occasionally there's probably a fart going on and stuff, you know, and they're there smelling the fart. You know, that's disgusting. You know, that's nasty.
Oh, they seem to like it, so I mean, maybe you would. Maybe Romy is like the person you're looking for, type stuff.
I doubt that. I doubt he's the one that I'm looking for. I guarantee you that he's not. All right, David, but
No, that's gays.
Anyway, so you guys haven't done nothing with your schooling?
No. We have, but I mean, we have to wait for them to say you're accepted or you're like good to come here or not, and then you gotta make a choice. I mean, we wait on them.
So you're not gonna go with Full Sail?
Most likely not. You know, apparently, did you hear the story of the baker, the baker and the gay couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there's a baker. This gay couple comes in and they want to get married, so they're like, hey, can we get a wedding cake? And he's like, no, and they're like, why? And he's like, because it goes against my beliefs. I'm a religious person. And so they got so pissed, instead of just going to a different bakery, like, I don't know, fucking Publix, they decided to sue him, and it got so big that it got sent to the Supreme Court, and it's currently in the Supreme Court right now. So people are saying that he's discriminating against the gays. Other people are saying they're, like, intruding on his First Amendment rights for freedom of religion and all this other stuff, and that they could just go to another baker and all this other stuff. Shoot, if you don't want to make a cake for you fuckers, then don't make him try to do it.
Well, Ruth, the lady Ruth, her son went to Washington the other day to support him. They said that I don't know where they live. I don't know if it's Oklahoma or whatever. And
to support the gays?
To support the Christian guy.
Oh.
They went 3 buses full. She sent me a picture of her son at in front of the. I think it looks like it's a. I'm not sure if it's a. I didn't look at it really good. It's either I erased it, but I'll tell her to send it to me again. He's either in front of the Lincoln Memorial or in front of the Capitol. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one of those that have those big columns coming down, you know. And but yeah, so he went over there on the way. Well, I don't understand because there were 3 buses and he was driving. I don't know what. He hit a deer. He hit a deer driving and stuff, and I guess the car got damaged. You know, but I'm not sure if that's part of the same story. That might be after he got home, you know. But it's pretty cool, you know, because the guy works for himself, so he's able to take time off. You know what I'm saying? And so he's able to take time off, and in what's that called? In if you work for somebody else, it's hard to take that kind of time off and be able to go over there. Not only that, if you work for somebody else, you're getting paid very little usually. You know, the owner's making all the money really, or most of the money. And if you take a day off, it's really going to hurt you financially. But when you own your own business, you can move to work for another date or whatever. So he's a handyman, so he probably makes really good money.
Yeah, but those gays are disgusting. Trying to kiss up on their slobber and stuff, and they're like playing Star Wars with their penises and stuff, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's do it in the butt forever and get married and whatnot. Shoot, if some chef or baker or whatever the fuck makes the cakes was like, I'm gonna make you guys a cake, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like two dicks crossing each other and then you saw like faggot in the middle, cause Jesus, that's disgusting. Be an interesting cake though.
Huh?
It would be an interesting cake though if they made that kind of cake.
Yeah.
Knowing them, they'd eat the crap out of that. But yeah, why didn't you go down? Because we all know you love to just support them, you know, you're there for like their parades and all. We just know it. We just know it.
Well, obviously you don't.
What? What's wrong with them? I thought you were in support and everything.
I'm not supporting the gays. What's wrong with you?
What? But you told me there was nothing wrong with them.
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing, like nothing at all. Like nothing wrong with them. They're totally fine.
Doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
If there's nothing wrong with them.
Well, if you leave it at that, that doesn't exactly explain anything.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't. That's just very vague.
Oh, now you're gonna use those kind of words on me?
Okay, do you want like a more simplistic word, you know, something more elementary school based?
Yeah, you trying to use your fourth year of high school education on me.
Pat. Your wording is not detailed enough. You're not explaining yourself. It doesn't make any sense because you said like one thing and then expected like it to make sense. It doesn't. Like we need like explanation.
The thing is, when other people speak, they need to use more than one word. But when I speak, one word is good enough.
No, that's where the whole vagueness comes into play.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, earlier you technically went on a rant about Rachel's thing, and it turned out to not be about Rachel. But then here...
Why you keep on saying Rachel's thing? I went on a rant on you. On you I went on a rant. I just told you that Rach didn't answer the phone 3 times. And that Rach hasn't called to thank my mom and to tell me that she received a gift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, like, wonder why you explain the dislike of gays. Like, it's not making any sense by you just saying, oh, they're bad. Or, no, they're not good.
The way you're trying to say that is kind of vague. Can you explain yourself?
I just explained it. How much more detail do you want? Do you want me to, like, bring out 4th grade high school words?
4th grade high school words?
4th year.
What the heck is that?
4th year.
4th year.
Yes, 4th year high school words.
So what'd you do today? Did you stay home?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you be a little bit more exciting than that? what are you gonna do when you go to college? Are you just gonna go home and play video games?
Sure.
You gotta do something else and out in the open. You know, Orlando really is a beautiful place.
Yeah, but
You know,
it's
you
like got gay pride and like they celebrate gays there after the shooting.
So you change your mind about Orlando.
No, I'm just saying Orlando's not as great as you make it sound.
Yeah, so I might end up moving to Stewart then.
Aren't they?
Yeah,
Most of Florida doesn't support gays now that I think about it. I'm gonna have to get out of
because
Florida.
Stewart don't have no gay parade. Jacksonville had a gay parade.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, but the good thing is it rained that day. Yeah, it rained that day. I picked up a girl at the airport, and I didn't know who she was, and I was taking her downtown. And then, I always tell the people, oh, so you're in sales or whatever? She goes, well, I do marketing for parades or whatever. And then she was doing the gay pride parade was today, and it was raining that day. So it probably worked out that and they said that even if it rained, that they were going to still have the parade, but it wasn't regular rain. It was like pouring. Yeah, so that's great. Yeah, it's great that. But you know what? You might be able to find. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. People have told me that you should probably go to North Florida College. What is it called? FAU. No, I forgot what it's called. The college is here because that's a state college and it's cheaper to go to that college. Here, the college is here on the other side of I-95. It's a really big college, and they say you.
Jesus, he changes subjects so fast. He changes subjects so fucking fast. Goes from disliking gays to talk about that.
Yeah, the cheap places I saw.
Oh, babe, you're here. You and.
He called it a studio. A studio is a studio apartment. You know, which is like one big room that has a kitchen and everything. This didn't have no kitchen. You know, and then.
It had no kitchen. You hear that? We went from gay parades to talk about it had no kitchen. You hear that? No kitchen whatsoever. No kitchen. I'm gonna stop. I'm sounding like a Chinese man.
And then he tells me, hey, we'll do anything you need to accommodate you. And I'm like, what? But, I mean, what you need is to redo this whole thing. You know, because they got damage from the storm, and they haven't fixed it. You know? And then, so that was that one. The second one, that had tarp on the roof. Blue tarp, because it had roof damage. I went to the second one. The second one as well. It had roof damage, and it looked like it was ghetto-y. Then the third one was out in the country, and it just looked like they don't take care of it. The grass is high. They had some junky cars, and I'm like, man, what the heck? Everybody wants so much money for junk, you know? So anyway, I'm just saying the rent probably be cheaper here. You know, the problem is I got all my stuff down there. You know, I got all my stuff already in Orlando. So what I was thinking about doing is, it was really bad this week.
You brought all your stuff to like the central gay hub of Florida.
No, I don't live. It's not in Orlando. It's in Longwood.
You just that sounds gay. That sounds gay. What kind of person names their city Longwood? Oh my god.
What are you laughing about?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I just said Orlando's like the central gay hub of Florida, and you're like, no, I live in Longwood. That sounds even gayer than what Orlando is.
Yeah, but you told me Orlando. It's not Orlando. So I let you know that I don't live in Orlando.
Orlando's gay as hell, but then Longwood just sounds it. I don't know anything about Longwood, but it sounds gay just by the name.
I know you say that, but we went to Orlando for 5 years. We had yearly tickets for 5 years.
Yeah, I'm fine with going to their theme parks and all that. Fine with going.
I thought you said it's a gay capital. Make up your mind.
It's a gay capital. Doesn't mean you're not gonna like drive by and be like, oh, you know what? Those theme parks there, They're 100% gay. I'll never ride a theme park ride again.
Why not?
Because what does a theme park have to do with the stupid people of the city?
So you don't like the people in the city?
No, and you're excluded from there because you're in Longwood, which just sounds gay, but apparently it's not.
All I know is, if I'm gay, if I was gay, then my genes might rub off on my kids. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who in your children are gay. Maybe it's Monique, who's a closet fag. I don't know, but it sure as hell ain't me, because I got a girl of 2 years, so I sure as hell ain't gonna have no dick around me anytime soon.
What?
I sure as hell ain't gay. It's probably Monique, if anything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's isolated.
I think you should start looking for school here. For school here in Jackson.
What the fuck? You keep changing topic.
I think you should look for school here. I think it'll be cheaper.
Jesus Christ! You keep changing that topic.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on a second. I gotta pick up something.
Hey, Beer, I'm gonna have to go because my phone's at 3%.
Only? That means we still got time. We still got time. We got 10 minutes still. All right, I'll let you go. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna title this video, "My Dad Loves to Hear Himself Talk," or something like that, because I swear to God.
He does.
You heard it too, like, Jesus Christ.
Shut up. I mean, he brings up different subjects so freaking fast at that.
Like, oh my God, like, oh God. And I was trying really hard for him to talk about gays, because when he talks about gays, it is like, it's funny. It's funny as hell. Like, I'll give him that. Like, that's the only time I love to hear his rants. Other than that, his rants are garbage. But, yeah, like, God, he changes topics so fast, though.
Yeah.
Like, God, I couldn't, like, control myself. Were you laughing the whole time, or you were, like, bored some of the parts?
I was bored in some parts, but I had it also muted because you were living and I didn't want to, like, interrupt his voice.
I don't think he would have heard you anyways. You're in my earbud.
No, I'm saying his voice from your live. I don't want to interrupt that. Again, what if they, like, hear my laugh, but they can't hear why I'm laughing? That would suck.
Gotcha. Alright, well, love you, hun bun. And I'm gonna end this live now. Bye, everyone. I love you all. You guys are wonderful. This is how my dad talks, and it gets really, really bad sometimes. This is a more chill experience.
So I thought that, not the one for you. Damn.
Bye, everyone!